Hello guys, and today I'm going to be filming a braces experience video. So I'm kind of going to be talking about my experience with my braces, how they went, if they hurt, because I got a request because I guess somebody here is getting their braces on, and they wanted me to kind of explain the feelings and kind of what happened after when you got them taken off and when you got them put on. So if you're getting them put on and taken off, you're going to love this video. So let's get started. Okay, so when I first got them put on, I got them put on in 2013, which is pretty early for me. But I got them put on in about May 2013. I got the top ones put on first, and then about a month later, I got my bottom ones put on, which kind of was better so my whole mouth didn't hurt. But when you get them put on, like itself, they do not hurt. Like they put them on, like just put them on with some glue, put the wire on. You do feel tense in your mouth. It's really tight. Like you can barely move your mouth. It doesn't hurt though. It's just like super tight. It just feels like all your teeth are like moving in. It doesn't hurt though. After I got to school because it was on a school day. I went to school. I started eating lunch and my teeth were throbbing. I'm not trying to scare you guys. They were throbbing. It just felt like somebody was punching you in your mouth over and over, and I couldn't even eat soup. That's how bad it was. I am such a sissy when it comes to this type of things, and I couldn't even eat soup. It was so bad. It lasted for about 2 to 3 days, and then it's still like you could still feel like the pressure when you ate, like you couldn't eat like ribs and all that type of stuff for about a week, but it still, it still hurt. But rather than that, that's all that really hurt in your first section of braces. I had mine on for 2 years, which is super long, but I'm actually kind of happy I got them put on when I'm this age rather than having them in high school, so I don't kind of look like a dork. Sorry if you did. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but me personally, put in the comments if you guys think I looked better with braces or without braces. I think I looked better with braces. I'm not going to be offended if somebody says you look better without your braces. I'm not going to be offended. I don't even care. I'm not getting them put back on, so. But that is kind of the experience when I got them put on. It was a very long process. The only thing I would complain about is having my mouth open for so long. You had your mouth open for about an hour and a half, and all that saliva. I'm one of those people, I need to swallow my spit. But I couldn't because my mouth was just wide open and I could not swallow. So that was really my complaints about getting them put on. But after that week went past, my braces were perfectly fine again, and they both felt good. I feel like if my bottom or my top hurt worse, it was definitely my bottom. So that is my put on. So now we're going to talk about power chains. So power chains are just little rubber bands that move from your first 4 top teeth and your bottom teeth. So again, I got my power chains on my top first, and then like the next 6 weeks, I got my bottom power chains. Same thing, my bottoms hurt way worse because they're more sensitive than my top. They're moving in your teeth pretty much, so it does hurt. And you just have to take Motrin for it. It's not really going to help, to sit there and ice it. You're going to need to take Motrin and keep it in your system. Same thing, I could barely eat soup. My teeth are just so sensitive that I couldn't eat anything. Like it just hurt so bad, and I would just cry and cry and cry, and it was so painful. That was just especially at the beginning, and then once I had like all that other, power chains and stuff, I was just used to it, and it didn't really hurt anymore. So that was kind of my power chains experience, and then they keep the power chains on until you get them taken off. So that was my power chains experience. Next is my rubber bands, which hit me really hard. I had my rubber bands on for about 6 months, and it hit me really hard because it's so hard to keep them in your mouth, and like you just want to take them on. They're so annoying, and you find them everywhere in the house still. Like even though I don't have braces anymore, nobody in the house has braces. Nobody has rubber bands. They are found everywhere. You'll be like, oh, here's another rubber band from 6 months ago. Oh, here's one from 6 months ago. They're everywhere. So let me just tell you, if you have rubber bands, please make sure you throw them in the trash so you don't keep finding them for the next year and a half. But all I would do is, because you're supposed to take them out when you eat, so I'd take them out and then just leave them on the table, and then I'd come back like 4 months later and they'd still be there. So make sure you throw them away, okay? That's my experience, okay? But I wore those for 6 months. So I wore them, and then I came in and they're like, these rubber bands aren't helping you at all. Are you wearing them? And I'm like, no. I was not wearing them. And rubber bands are supposed to help your bite, which is another main thing about braces. There's no point in getting braces and putting rubber bands on and they don't help, because you won't be able to get them taken off. So that is from experience. Wear them. He's like, so then I come in and he goes, this is the one where he's like, you need to start wearing them. I'm like, I'll try. So I come in the next time and he's like, whatever you did by wearing these, they look amazing. So I must have been wearing them like cray-cray. And ever since then, ever since that point, he's like, if you wear them the full time like you did this time, in the next 6 weeks, you'll get them taken off the next time you come in. He set my appointment, and I got them taken off. Wear your rubber bands, people. All right? It is a life lesson. If you want those braces off, you got to wear your rubber bands. Just do it. All right? I know it's a lot of work. I know it is. Just wear them. Just wear them. That was my experience with rubber bands. Now we'll get started with my getting my braces off story. So when I got them off, I just sat down in the chair. They put a little cotton ball in my mouth, and I bite down, and they take the little almost plier things and pop them off. Just pop each one off. The back ones were super easy, but when it comes to almost these front teeth, they do hurt a lot worse. So you have to just bite down and go through the strength. They'll try a couple times, and if they won't come off, they'll move on to the next tooth, and they'll go back to that one at the end, just so you kind of get used to it. So that was pretty easy. And then after that, they had to clean off the glue. They had to get all that glue off, and it's really gross when they have to use that little scraper thing to get out the glue, because it's just so gross. It tastes like blah, blah, blah. So that is, I think, the worst part, tasting wise. But then they have to do other things to your mouth and get off all the glue, shave off all the glue, clean them. They'll brush them. They'll get all that yucky stuff off. And then your gums might start bleeding, because they're not really used to having nothing on your teeth. They're so slimy. I know you guys have probably heard of that, but they're super, super slimy. It's just like, oh, so gross. It just makes you want to throw up pretty much, because it's so slimy, and like you go to spit and it's just like flim, 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 flim. It's so gross. You don't have to have those things in that when you got them on. You just have to make sure your mouth is wide open so that they're able to take them all off. But that was my experience with getting them taken off. And now we'll get started with the happy thing, retainers. So I will show you guys in a second what my retainers look like, but it's not, I have a clear retainer, so it's not the average, weird looking, like metal one. I would like the color. I don't have that. It's just a clear one that nobody ever recognizes, which I really like, and it's super easy. You just pop it in. I've never lost it. I've had my braces off for 12 weeks, which is amazing. But for my retainer, they just had to mold it. I got my braces taken off at like 10 in the morning. They molded my mouth so that they could fit the retainer correctly. It was really gross, like Play-Doh. And then they pretty much said, come back in about 5 hours and it'll be ready. And what is astonishing, I hope a dentist is watching this, that it takes them 45 cents to make a retainer, and they charge us $200? That's ridiculous. But you just plop them in your mouth. I know this might gross you out, but I'm going to show you how to do it in a second. But you just pop them out. I mean, if you get a clear one, you just pop them out and pop them back in. They make it too hard. They're like, press back on your, I just pop it in, okay? And it's in. They tell you to do all this stuff. It's so easy, though. But then you come back in. They'll give you a little case. They'll tell you how to put it on and everything. You just make sure it's clean every day, and you're pretty much good. I have to wear it for 6 months straight, even at nighttime. And then here in about 3 more months, I will just have to wear it at nighttime, and then my teeth can be nice and pretty and blank during the day. I really do like it, though, because it kind of reflects off my teeth. It's kind of shiny and, plasticky, and it's awesome. So I love clear retainers. They're way better than the other ones I expect. So now I'll show you how this retainer works. So I have my skeleton teeth right in front of me, and this, yes, these are super hard to wash. Like, you can tell that there's kind of like stuff on them, but yeah, it's wet because I just washed it. But this is the top teeth, so it has the 2 front teeth and then the back teeth. But that is the top one. And then this is the bottom one. That's the 4 front teeth and then all the side teeth. So all you do to apply this is put it in your mouth like this, and pop it down, and it's in. Same thing with this one. Pop it in your mouth. Ta-da! So that is super easy. Okay, guys, so thank you for watching this video. Thank you for requesting this, Kayla. And this was so fun to make because I haven't been able to talk about my braces in forever, so it's just fun to, you know, talk about it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to give it a big fat thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!